Why would I need... Oh. Gee. No, this is full mix. Aha. Hi, Rock Baby. I don't know if you can hear me. Oh, you can't hear me yet. It's still the intro. Okay. That makes sense.
Aaron.
Mistaken.
I've got a new white girl wasted drink for you.
Ooh. That's good thing.
It's amaretto
Psycho
and
killer.
Midori.
Ooh.
I'm fine.
Stop throwing things. I'm sorry I've upset you, but you can't throw things just because you're mad at me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's not cool. Are you excited? I'm excited. For the class trial. Everyone's favorite.
What?
It's time for the class trial.
Class trial?
Yeah. Isn't that where we left off?
Kingdom Hearts?
We're not playing Kingdom Hearts. Fuck off. No.
We're playing Chain of Memories.
No. Oh god. It's a 2022 again. Laser Fern is the very picture of excitement, and I am the very model of a modern Major General. Leftmost Cat would appreciate that.
You should play Mass Effect.
Should I? Can you romance?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm interested.
You can hella romance.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I've somehow never played a Mass Effect game.
The first three are very good. Don't listen to what people say about 3. 3 is good.
Was that Andromeda?
No.
Oh.
Listen to what people say about Andromeda.
Oh, okay. Andromeda is the most recent one?
Andromeda never happened.
Oh, okay.
Mass Effect 3 is the most recent one.
Gotcha.
Our man's Laser Fern, Joe Fez. Welcome to all of you.
This slaps.
Joe Fez, I feel a little bad. You joined our trading card group, and I don't think we've played a single match since. But we'll get back to it. SMRPG took over my time.
I have to wait until Christmas.
For SMRPG?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Santa's bringing me that.
Hey, spoilers. It's really good!
How dare!
You started to watch how to play
Catastrophe!
FF? It is really fun. It still gets on my nerves.
Every product.
It still gets on my nerves the way that any card game does, but it solves some of the issues that I have with Magic. Yeah, Aaron, you're not supposed to know what you get for Christmas.
I'm just guessing. I was very vocal to Santa that that's what I wanted, so.
Santa's dead.
What? Who killed him? I guess that's what we're gonna find out.
That one's supposed to cut off immediately. All right.
Oh, nice. This shirt does work okay on green screen. Awesome.
All right. Now time to find out whether or not I can voice act with my root canal crown falling out.
Oh no! Did you find a dentist?
I'm calling tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, I can't see on guest star. There we go. Thank you.
My bad.
I was like, I'm looking over on this window, not guest star. All right. No recap. We're just hopping straight into her.
If you want a recap, hit us with a recap.
Hifumi and Taka are dead.
Who?
This guy. That's Taka's his name, right? Fuck.
Spoilers with the fun. We're in the title's Chapter 3 trial.
Yeah. 2 people are dead. This is new. There might be people working together. It looked like Keanu Reeves guy.
Trial demo. Shit.
I thought it was Keanu Reeves guy, but I think he's been set up, but I'm not.
Who's Keanu
super
Reeves
sure.
guy? The psychic?
Yeah.
Keanu
like
Reeves?
That's the voice that you do. Reminds me of Keanu Reeves.
I'm doing Brock from Pokemon.
Oh, okay. Okay.
At least I'm trying to.
Now, once you say Brock, now I hear Brock. Yeah, anyways, I think Hero's being framed. I don't think it's actually Hero.
My 2 favorite male heroes, Brock from Pokemon and Keanu Reeves. They're the same picture.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Well, I learned a lot about you.
Yeah.
Oh!
I'm pretty sure Keanu Reeves could play live. Why are you playing me off? We haven't even started yet.
What happened? Hold on.
Did you get Siva Gunnered?
There we go.
Okay.
Stream today. So the Leon board got confused, or Sammy got confused.
Okay. There you go, Minako-chan. Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right. Getting into the character. Me.
I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break. I never held out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats.
And so the curtain opened up once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. Times 2. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fish. Faith. A deadly faith.
Jaws, a deadly fish.
Yeah. A deadly class trial. Yes, we do want to save the data.
We're done. Good night, everybody.
Yay!
I forgot that we set skills in this.
Reload 2 bullets at once. Effective.
Steady's my aim. Oh no. Maybe breathing technique?
I feel like for this one, 2 bullets at once? Is that what handiwork was? A reload 2 bullets at once.
Yeah.
And now they must confront 2 murders? Who claimed the lives of Hifumi and Kiyotaka? I was right, it is Taka. Yes. Breathing technique.
Stop
In this
reading and
class
answer my
trial.
questions.
Suspicion builds upon suspicion.
Does it?
All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
I have a theory about this trial that I will not say because I don't know if it's a theory or if I just remember it from
If you
Pi's
can
playthrough.
figure out who
Is it a
done
game
it,
theory?
then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, to begin with,
We already know who did it.
Yeah, stay out of this, Hina.
was
Hina,
that?
calm down. What's your portrait
It
doing?
was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit.
Alibi.
Alibaba.
Alibi.
I'm
Deny
not.
it. You killed them.
Doing her voice correctly, I agree.
No. My voice is correct for Hina.
I was talking
still
about
don't know
Celeste.
Oh. I don't think it was Hiro, but I'm trying to think of who would have set him up. I think it's still too early for Byakuya to have made a move. It's too clever and like restrained for Genocide Jack.
How are you today?
Doing quite well,
You
sir.
little creme brulee, you. I'd like to crack you and let you just melt in me. I would, honestly.
Already.
I love that.
Nevi Clink subscribed for
who?
37 months.
Nevi?
What the hecking heck?
Levi Clink.
Nevi Clink. Okay.
Nevik, thank you for the 15 months.
Nevik.
This TTS, I think, has never read a single name correctly.
I don't think it has. No.
Any other thoughts before we continue?
Yeah, it's not Byakuya. He wouldn't play his hand so soon still. It's not Genocide Jack because it's too controlled. There is a part of me that thinks Celeste somehow, maybe, because who's left? It's definitely not Hina. It's not Sakura.
Hina is actively morbing. It's true.
I somehow I think Celeste.
I didn't. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
She makes a good point.
Takes one to know one.
She makes a good point.
Who
She
are
does.
you calling a murderer?
I am
Exactly.
sorry to say, Hiro, but
Hiro.
we do have evidence. Blueprint for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it. And all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, poor guy. Is Hiro really the killer, or before anything else, we have to make that clear.
Hero's massage.
Hero's massage.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No, just hold on a second.
I mean, looking at the blueprints, that handwriting is awful messy. Yeah. No, little gremlin, you're not allowed to jump right now.
Aaron?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Maybe put her in her crate. Somebody just got spayed today and she's not
Everything we
allowed. She's
found
on
in your
exercise rest. So
The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all...
Wait. How do I shoot? This
No,
way?
it's wrong.
haha, it was
Are
right.
we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say?
We're just gonna talk about Alter Ego now, by the way. I thought we were keeping Alter Ego a secret.
Oh yeah, just in front of the bear.
Yeah.
when you compare it to the blueprints.
Have arms bend like this.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
He's really not.
It's true. It's true.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro's
Yo,
innocent as well.
Byakuya redemption arc?
No, probably not.
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit.
Was me.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
Was me!
And of course he passed it off to me. Why?
Who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
Byakuya, do you even know anything and you're just relying on the Illuminati? The suspicious individual question. I mean, if our choices are Hiro, who we've already said it's not him, the Illuminati, and Hina.
Mask, you lovely treacle pudding, you I'd like to smother you in custard.
Hey, we got a good match going on here.
Merlin
Is it different
_play
for certain-
subscribed for 49 months.
It's 5 random ones.
Woo.
Are you asking about the quote?
Yeah.
Man with a mask, you lovely mug. Ooh, look at you, you Rice Krispie treat you. You can snap, crackle, and pop me anytime you want, sweetheart.
Alrighty then.
Nice. Okay.
There you go.
How does it say my name?
We'll get there.
Aringabrak subscribed for 77 months.
Aaron, go
What
back.
one will I get? //1.
/1. Nice.
These alerts make me uncomfy. He really likes Excalibur.
And treacle, apparently. A Ringo Bray.
Anyway, it's Hiro.
Really?
I'm sorry. Do you want me to say it's Hina? Or do you want me to say it's the Illuminati?
Well, okay, say it's Hiro. Even though we're saying it's not Hiro.
What we're saying is that Hiro's not the one that killed him. We're saying Hiro's not the killer. This is asking
Hiro's not the killer.
who's in the suit.
Okay, Hiro's in the suit, but he didn't do the killing. Okay, we're on the same page.
That's where I think Byakuya is trying to push towards.
Okay.
A gun! Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there
I'm
can be no
Spartacus.
doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said
Can you
Hiro
push
didn't
your-
do it.
Oh, you're talking about Byakuya?
Hina. Yeah, like his...
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual
you're right.
in the
Okay.
suit, but he's not the culprit.
Working my Byakuya cosplay.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
What?
Now that's a bold assumption.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto,
Not just
can you tell us
particular
what they
items. Not certain items. Certain particular items. I just love the specificity. The things that were used to move Taka's body, they must have been. Where was Taka found? He was in the repository, correct?
Yeah.
So it would be the dolly.
Yeah. Because Hifumi was downstairs. And Taka was upstairs. You're not getting the dolly downstairs.
Right, yeah, okay. I just couldn't remember who was where.
A gun!
There's still one more thing. Things that were used to move Taka's body. They must have been... the tarp?
Thank you.
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
Oh, I was very confused. I'm like, did it not count our first answer if it wasn't the dolly? What's with the attitude?
Let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly.
Chow!
Lightning McQueen
Later,
did this?
when Taka's body reappeared
God,
in the
it was the car.
repository, so did the dolly.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
No, he's mistaken.
Might have to grab that soundbite.
Huh?
I pointed the wrong direction.
Because that's a really good that's a really good sub alert.
Are
That
you
is.
absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
Are you gaslighting me?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
Fuck off,
There is no
Byakuya.
shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
Damn!
Useless.
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Oh, she did it. She did it, this bitch. She did it. She staged herself getting attacked. Wow, I've never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean. But maybe I can change her mind. If I can just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. A new element is added in build timeouts. Would you like to hear more? Let's talk about reloading. Starting with this next bullet time battle, we're going to add one more ingredient to the recipe. On the bottom screen underneath the temple marker, you see your ammo count. Up until now, there hasn't really been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements. But from now on, just locking on and pressing the Y button won't be enough to handle them. Now it will cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements, no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing the X button. Just like locking on, you'll have to press the X button in time with the tempo marker. Basically, just remember that the X button now has a function along with the A and Y buttons. Thanks, narrator. You will automatically reload at the start of fever time, and your ammo will not decrease. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, you won't have to reload at all.
Should have been on gentle.
I know. I said. In which case, you can ignore everything I just said.
That's cute.
Well then, good luck and have fun.
The moment of truth.
Moment of truth.
Oh, we're doing this gimmick?
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic.
I forgot what to do in
Lies
this.
will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch.
I'm starting to think so.
You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst.
Oh, here we are.
Miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere.
I can't.
Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable
No, I
wretch.
cannot, Jofus.
I cannot cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You miserable wretch. You have it wrong.
Hold on. I actually need to reload, bro.
Cannot agree.
Let me fucking reload!
You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
What's happening here? A shitty rhythm game.
In the middle of this psychological thriller, there's a rhythm game.
I mean, the rhythm game's not bad. It's just
right here.
It's
right here
the
in my
latency's
heart.
not good.
Yeah.
So I have to be super early with it.
There's a lot of talking in this
When I
trial.
found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it.
Curse of the
There
Moon.
was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room.
Calling it now, Celeste.
You can't call it midway through the trial.
And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Jeez, does Celeste really hate me that much?
Well,
no, you
anyway,
dumbass. You're poking holes
that
in
was
her
just something we
argument,
had
which
to
means
get out of the
she
way.
did it.
Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
Thanks, Sakura.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look
why do you
back
look
on
so
how the
angry?
body was transported, it will become immediately
Byakuya.
obvious.
If I look at how the body was moved, it'll be clear why the person in the suit couldn't have done it. What does he mean by that?
Like a mobility thing, you think?
I think so.
Arms don't bend or whatever?
As we know, Taka
Yeah.
was killed in
Bro,
the
my
equipment
heart.
room. And from there, the body
Oh.
was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Byakuya also
Well,
freaking
yeah,
out.
but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
No, it doesn't bend.
Then you could push
Fuck.
the dolly no problem.
Oh no!
So the
Press the wrong
killer
button.
just crouched down and carted the body off to the repository.
If you accept everything we just said, then you must realize that whoever was in the suit couldn't possibly be the culprit.
Sorry, I don't think I realize anything.
Stay out of this, hero.
Have to be able to bend over, but would anyone in the suit have been able to actually stoop down like that?
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp,
It's a tarp.
then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
No, that's wrong.
Benjamin Dover did it.
Jofez, I've not seen that, but I have seen a
You're
lawyer halfway through a
absolutely
trial
right
be
that you
like,
could
I
push
quit.
a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
Yes.
I'm as blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist.
I was thinking the same thing.
Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems
Tempest
like
has a
it'd
point.
be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
And that quickly.
Not that I can say for sure myself.
Thanks, Jill.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
There's absolutely no chance that costume was taken off to move the body because once it's on, you can never take it off because there was like clasps in the back, right?
Never?
Well, okay, you can't take it off by yourself.
Thank you.
It's not like Man in the Iron Mask, Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
I was like, did you read the other options or never?
I got it. I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember.
Oop. I'm a robot. I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off.
Why would you make some things that you can't take off by yourself?
I didn't make this stupid friggin' thing. It's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Is that the point of the movie?
You really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't
Oh,
think
yeah, he
would've
takes
let
it
us
off and then
see
puts
him
his twin brother in it.
Wow, we're spoiling movies over here?
It's a movie from like 1997.
Let's go watch it tomorrow.
Showing up in the suit was
No, you were
basically
not.
an
What movie are we
invitation for
talking
everyone
about?
to suspect
The
it.
Invisible Man.
Close enough.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
Movie watch along. Yeah, well, now, especially now, Tempest. I'm just
To
kidding.
be clear,
Goddamn.
whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took? You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How'd you get hurt? That guy hit me.
What guy?
Robo Justice. That's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and
That's
the culprit
1000%
are one
Celeste.
and the same. It was Hero.
Which makes me sad because I do love doing this voice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Shut up, Hina.
Hold on a second.
No.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead
Yeah,
of seizing
thanks,
on
Kyoko.
one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll
Hey,
uncover
I know those
something
books.
What a pain in the ass!
Thanks, Jill.
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Not mine, of course, but yours. Oh my.
Plus, maybe we'll get to
Roly
find out where
poly
the
Santa
heck Kyoko
Claus.
was when everything went down.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose
Oh,
we
Kyoko's
could
just like,
start with this
yes, where did I go?
Four of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else
This one's got
showed
a lot
up,
of voice
So
acting.
we went to look for everyone.
I feel like the last
It
two
was
trials
around 8
didn't.
a.m.
It's a trial, Aaron.
I guess, but I feel like we voice acted a lot more in the last one.
I don't think you're misremembering.
Oh, okay.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
Oh, they're fully voice acted. Okay.
I don't know why I thought the correct sentence there would be Makoto and I, but it's not.
Well, the way you always tell us if you take away the other name,
I'm aware,
does it still
Aaron.
make sense? Okay,
That's
I'm just
how I
saying.
knew it was right.
I know it
Okay.
was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange
I'm wearing.
costume. As it turns out, it was Robo Justice.
Aaron's
Robo
winning.
Justice.
It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office,
What's wrong?
I saw a shadow. Something moving around at the top of the stairs.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the
Oh,
second
Celeste,
floor.
I was liking you.
And soon after that-
This is one gamble that's not going to pay off
I
for
saw
you.
someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Celeste, what's wrong?
That was a rather intense scream for someone like you.
I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further into the hallway and disappeared.
And then,
Yeah. Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
at that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups.
Never
Celeste,
split the party.
Hina, and I went back to the nurse's
Always
office.
split the party.
While Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd
For
floor
the full scoop.
to let the others know what had happened.
meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time, because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
Hifumi's body has disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
I feel like we should have started on this recap.
Yeah, this
can't be happening.
Are we hallucinating all this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time,
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
Oh, she thought
I think that about covers it.
she thought Makoto was too dumb to figure this out.
Oh, I thought that was the whole sentence.
Makoto figured this out.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Contradictions hidden in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of this case, I have to find them, no matter what. I can go the distance. I can find my way.
Shit, I don't know what the fuck Monokuma File 3 is.
I think that's just this case in general.
Regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Well, I mean, we found Taka
Because
last,
of the
but
numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
I think we're challenging her first statement.
Justice Hammers were numbered, but were they really used in that order? See, that was my thought is...
Regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in.
That's not right.
Uh-oh. Come on, Makoto, don't scare me like that. I need to think one more time. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Oh no!
Wild.
Fuck.
Nobody believes me. Peace.
I refuse to give up yet.
Maybe we'll get a health refill too. Yay! Literally no consequences to my actions.
I don't know if we get infinite ones of those though.
So, regarding
Yeah, that's true.
Taka's death, I wonder...
It's like in a yeah.
Went ahead. Thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon.
I mean, I guess the other one.
Similar.
Because I mean, to me, the first one makes sense because this, like, the file 3 doesn't say what order it was in. It just says that they were both there. So we don't know for sure.
Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in.
Oh, I forgot I could do that.
Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
No, we gotta suck something.
Okay.
I don't remember how to suck things.
Shoot.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
Is how I suck?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3.
I've pressed every button. I don't remember how to suck.
From a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
Aaron, how do I suck?
Couple of shots of whiskey, and it'll all be fine.
Aaron, we're gonna die if you don't teach me how to suck right now.
Regarding Taka's death, I wonder
Put your
if
lips
he died
together and blow.
before Hifumi.
You found it!
Or perhaps it was after?
Which one do you think we suck
already
then?
know what order they were killed in.
The order?
Taka came last.
Is this even what I is this even
What
it?
makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed
Okay,
with Justice
that is the
Hammer
suck.
3, while
Okay.
Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So do we want to suck the order and then shoot numbered?
So, regarding
Oh, we still have it,
Taka's
okay.
death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Okay.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah.
Apparently that's it.
It seems like we got it.
Hold on. There's
got
no
him, Chief.
reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers.
There we
If
go.
anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in
Celeste,
reality,
so many
Taka
cracks,
was killed
lady.
before Hifumi?
I don't know. She's thinking about it. She's like, I don't know.
I think I thought Taka was killed well before Hifumi. Because they
Well
were all around when
before.
Hifumi. Well, at least like killed, but then hidden well enough that they didn't find him until Celeste wanted them to find Taka, so that then people are distracted with Taka, so she can go kill Hifumi. Evidence that proves Taka was killed before Hifumi. There's something that relates to what time he must have been died.
Oh boy. Fuck this one. Wrestling.
Wristwatch.
How did you get that? Are you like a savant at this kind of stuff? Like,
I think so.
there's like zero part of me that was getting that. Like no shot I was getting a wristwatch out of this.
Now I understand.
I'm glad you do, because I don't.
Now I understand.
Wait, yes I do.
What do you mean?
Taka's wristwatch.
Taka's wristwatch.
It's your idea.
See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night,
Hey, you, how long were you gonna keep us waiting?
Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch.
It's almost 10 o'clock. You know that? Bedtime for little boys and girls.
I'm so glad I don't hear this voice anymore.
You good?
last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this
Yeah.
morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And
Didn't I
before
just say
Celeste
that,
was
Celeste?
attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
Yeah,
That's
Celeste,
exactly
that
why the
gamble
culprit
paid off
wrote the numbers
initially.
on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
We just read that. We just read this.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Thanks, Jill.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
Hiro, you were doing so much better when you weren't talking.
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Oh!
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have
Can I kill
solid
Hiro?
alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream.
I don't think he's gonna kill anybody. I think he's gonna be killed.
Can I kill Hiro and not be the Blackened? Can we just all agree to kill Hiro and just no one in?
Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
You won't
And it
do
does
it.
not
Just vote
stop
for him.
there.
Then I
It's
die.
also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared.
Unless he did it.
When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Thanks, Jill.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
Hiro, shut the fuck up.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared. So
Kyoko?
they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles.
That's the whole point of the
Instead
trial.
Who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular,
I want to trust you,
I think we need to
Kyoko.
figure out
You've got
how
big final
Hifumi's
girl
body got
energy.
moved.
Final girl.
That's true.
What does that mean?
We searced everywhere.
She's
but we
the
couldn't
one
figure
person
out
who
how to
survives.
explain his body
I mean, I
disappearing.
realize Makoto does.
Other than,
but-
I was like, Makoto's just gonna die? Like, what do you mean?
And according to what Celeste said,
That's why she says for now. We'll get there.
He could not have been gone more than a minute or two, though. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time? It would seem so. Oops, I read
his
all of those
body
things in the same
apparently
accent.
disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third,
There's a hidden dumb
in that
waiter.
short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
If the dead
What do you know
body
about quantum
were to
mechanics?
move itself.
It's all coming together.
The dead body moved on its own?
My theory's coming together.
No, not another ghost.
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
The idea that Hifumi was still alive. Is it really possible?
Open wristwatch. Okay.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Shit.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi
What do you wanna do,
in the
Aaron?
nurse's office, there's
We
a
gotta suck
chance
something
he was
again.
actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I think you're right. Doesn't matter. At the same
Are
time.
you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
I also
No.
kind of want to try that one
It is
though.
impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
No, that's wrong.
That's
Nice.
wrong.
Okay.
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was
She's
found.
good. She's very good. I give her that. I was
It
very
wasn't long after
confused for
finding
quite a
his
while.
body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement
There's
was
another
for
good
Hifumi
soundbite.
or Taka.
For bits.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Thank you.
Byakuya's got a
Thank
point.
you, Byakuya.
I
been the
hate
thing.
to agree.
that's been driving me nuts about this the whole time. I was like, one of them's not fucking dead because we only got one announcement. I gotta use the restroom. So now that Byakuya's best boy, we're gonna take a quick stretch break.
Is he?
We're gonna take a quick stretch break, and we'll come back and we'll talk about how fucking cool Byakuya is.
I don't know about that, champ.
Be right back.
Okay. Bullet for My Pillow Swine is... That's pretty good. It doesn't sound like Bullet for My Valentine, but I feel like that's why I like it more. Do you remember the Pop or Punk Goes Pop anthologies? Those were great. Apparently now that's what I Call Music is released their 88th compilation. 88th. Those started when I was in probably elementary school. I mean, I've listened to Now That's What I Call Dad Rock. Nothing but Nickelback and Buck Cherry. Now, that's what I call Gregorian chants. Feels like something Lefty would like. Because I feel like Lefty has actually talked about Gregorian chants before. Tub Thunk and Uncle Cracker. Yep. I get knocked down. Aw, they don't show up on the on-screen chat.
What doesn't?
The emotes from YouTube.
Didn't do one.
Yeah, I did. I did waffle and sour plus.
Those aren't YouTube emotes.
Oh, I guess they're better Twitch emotes.
Why would sour please be a fucking...
I don't know.
Emo on YouTube.
Okay, I'll just have it as YouTube emotes.
I think Twitter is actually fucking dead.
You think?
It wants me to do 6 authentication captchas in a row.
Oh, on your phone?
And like, you know how you get like one of those authentication captchas and it's like, which of these 5 ones is the right one?
Yeah.
It's that, but there's 15 options.
That's too many.
So I have to do 6 of them in a row.
That's
15 options
silly.
each.
That's very silly.
It might just actually be dead. I need a fucking master's degree to check Twitter so I can shit post.
Kaizo Captcha. Did we kill it, or is it like Latin, where we're just doing our best to kill it? We didn't kill it.
We didn't do shit. I didn't do shit.
I didn't do anything. You know what I should have done?
Maybe
while you were gone was try and fix my camera.
Them together into one.
What's wrong with your camera?
Look at how pale I look. I look so... I'm usually not this pasty.
You sure?
And yes.
I can give you some color
I at
correction.
least usually look...
I can give you some color correction.
That'd be nice.
There you go.
Perfect. Perfect. I'm ethereal. I'm glowing. I'm angelic. Perfect. No notes.
There you go. Now you're from the Daft Punk. You're from the Daft Punk music video.
Around the world. One more time. Now listen up. Here's a story about a little streamer who lives in a blue
That's not Daft
world.
Punk, Aaron.
I'm breeding Tempest.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement
I made her
is
blue.
that
Yeah, but I've written Daft Punk blue.
it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
Careful
we?
here.
No,
He's gonna
actually,
make
that was
shards come
plenty.
up from the ground and kill you.
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Because Hifumi really was dead that time.
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
The second body discovery announcement. The first time it played was when we found each body in the nurse's office and the equipment room. And the second time was when both bodies were rediscovered, I think.
Aaron, you're forgetting this entire subplot.
Oh, just after Hifumi came back to life, because then he was like, hero,
Right.
dead. Okay, yes.
What? How is that not right?
Shoot!
Crap.
I guess it's the other one. It's not
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah, because Toko was...
We
There you
heard
go.
it a second
But that's
time
not
in the
true.
repository, and we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
This is incorrect. It played after he came back alive. I remember it. Unless I'm fucking, what's the misremember thing? Berenstein Bears thing?
Mandela effect.
Is it Mandela? Oh, yeah. Am I just Mandela affecting myself? Like, I think it means from the nurse's office. That's how I interpreted it.
A body has been discovered, and the simultaneous of your life, the class trial will begin.
It didn't play when we were in that scene. It played after he was like,
But it contradicts what Monokuma
love
just
women and then
told us,
died.
doesn't it?
I don't know, maybe I made that part up.
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
And in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So when we
Feels
found
like the
Hifumi the
very
first time in the
first
nurse's
time.
office, he wasn't actually
I don't think that song's about finding a dead body, Aaron.
Which explains why when they were like, oh, Hina, this isn't like the movies, and she cried onto his face, and then he was like, boobies, and then died.
Yeah.
Why am I... There we go. I was like, why did I go out of focus just to talk about boobies?
What did you do to your camera?
I don't know. It's not having a good
He
evening.
wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
The part where he was alive?
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
Thanks, Jill.
Shut up, Jill.
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
His glasses!
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery
Oh
of
yeah,
his
his
body.
glasses.
Then it should
Because they were
become
covered
clear
in blood
whether
the
he was
first time,
really
and then
alive or
I still
not.
guess I'm too far forward.
This whole thing is pointless.
We are Mandela affecting ourselves? Why did they play it before he was dead?
It must be proof that just
Unless he
Hifumi was still
died,
alive.
unless he
Okay.
did come back to life because of fucking crying bullshit. This game sucks.
Maybe he was just unconscious.
I guess he did. Fuck this game. Hina, you should cry more often.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have to get rid of anybody if we just cried on them all after they died.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And
Plus
the
an eye?
next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved,
Here we go. I'm ready.
Aha,
other
there it
than
is.
the change in how it was positioned,
Fuck! I knew they were gonna bait me with that one.
Damn it. You meaningless foods tire me. Okay.
well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found
probably save after this.
his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw
It was in. But when you compare his body before, other than the change in how it was, there was no notable difference.
Fucking bastard game.
No, it's wrong.
You baited.
I did get
In
baited.
fact, there was one
I thought it
clear
was the right one,
difference
too.
between Hifumi and the nurse's office in the repository.
The
His
glasses.
glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
Ooh.
The glasses
Oh,
cleaning
yeah.
cloth.
You know, if it's not this, I think frankly we deserve
To die.
not
We
to
deserve
die.
to be black.
We deserve an apology from the game, frankly.
Yes.
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot.
Why you phrase it
One
like
look
that?
at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
Excuse me?
I
Demon.
highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
Excuse me?
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
Yeah, Byaku is a closet anime fan. He's just actually a huge weeb.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying is...
Hero, you're so dumb.
The
It
next
hurts
trial's
me.
the next trial's gonna be Hero's dead, and it's gonna be that he just accidentally killed himself.
Yeah.
What I'm
He
saying
just
is, the
stuck a
blood
fork
on
in the
his
garbage
glasses was
disposal.
wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
Then it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
The
No, they
fridge
made
in
it
the nurse's
pink.
office contains packs of blood for
Oh,
emergencies.
oh,
Probably
he's
used
kind
one
of smart.
those.
That is true.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out. So he just dumped it everywhere. But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot.
And if
Is he trying to
Hifumi was
fake his
still
own death to
alive
be
at that
safe?
point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained.
Or did he kill
It should
Taka?
be perfectly obvious
That's
who
my
must have
theory.
moved Taka's corpse.
The one who moved. It was Taka himself. Hifumi.
I got it!
Why'd you say Taka himself? I was like, wait, what?
I just love that that
While
was
we
an
were all
option.
Gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked?
Catch up, Jill.
Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura
Right.
headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository.
Okay,
So,
not a twist I was
wasn't just
expecting.
another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
I just can't believe it.
I can.
If you're having
I can.
trouble,
They both
would you like me
wanted
to show you
alter
one
ego.
more piece of evidence?
And also, Hifumi's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement.
How
is yet to
stoked
be
she is to
revealed.
be revealing this.
So smug.
You know what I'm talking about.
No!
Kodo? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
Hina's tears.
And then Hifumi stole from Taka.
Oh, the paper.
Yeah.
Taka had the scrap of paper. He had the
Yeah,
note.
so Hifumi got the rest of it.
Yeah.
I got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
Hey now.
Gross.
What? In his pants?
Stay out of this, Jill.
Jill, why are you making that face?
His pants.
In his pants.
Kyoko's just here for the drama.
Okay,
She is.
well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look
Forget
at what
about
the
the
note
pants for
says.
now.
Found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
Clearly not,
said
sweetheart.
it
They had
wasn't.
different words on
Just said it wasn't.
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro, and that person could only have been...
Me! Hifumi's pants.
Hero, that note's not the same. Also, Hero, the notes aren't the same?
It's got
I also love...
the only logical answer here is Taka.
Yes.
Although I really want to say me.
I want to say Hifumi's pants, but...
I got it! That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here? Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right?
So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok. They were
Excuse me?
drawing out Huffy.
Excuse me?
TikTok and Huffy.
Excuse me?
Just to be clear.
Oh,
TikTok
Hina.
is Taka
Oh, I see.
and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
I didn't get that TikTok was Taka, but I understand now.
Oh.
I was too busy thinking TikTok.
What did TikTok have to do with this?
Why must you ruin it every time?
I have 2 nicknames for
Man,
everybody.
Genocide Jack is seriously scary, but still. I can't let her get to me.
Oh my god. So we got wristwatch, glasses, and the cloth.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
I don't know if that was right anyway.
No, time on the note said 6 a.m. What happened at 6 a.m.? That's what I need to clear up. That was when Taka was killed.
It's the wristwatch.
Note, right?
Yeah.
Then the person
I think I was right. I think that was the right answer then.
I think so too.
Huffy.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
Alert. Concentrating.
Time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
Blah, scissors.
No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said
talking
to
about
meet at
Willis.
6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. You've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
Gen 1 gold that.
So,
True.
Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that. No further objections.
We did it.
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me.
Oh, yeah.
The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they
TM.
gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it? Stuffed down his pants, no less.
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
The ripped piece of
The
paper?
ripped piece. Yeah.
I got it!
I got it.
When I searched Taka's
We're back up to
body,
full health.
I saw that his
Yeah.
lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden
Ta-da.
on Hifumi.
Why didn't we check that before? Why did it take until now to check that?
I mean, when we were looking at the pieces, it seemed like, yeah,
It's
but
obvious, but still, you could at least check while you were there.
Yup. They're from the same piece of
same
paper.
piece of paper. Everyone's avatar is just freaking the fuck out.
I need to figure out. I need to make a button that does that with my camera.
Just the zoom in and
Hifumi
zoom
had
out.
the note meant
Yes.
for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get
Thanks,
all that
Sakura.
right?
That means
did.
Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing.
Sure,
for
Hero. Explain to us how.
In fact, he was behind the whole thing.
There it is.
In fact, he's still alive.
Why is he here?
Sorry, no. When we found him in the repository,
What if it is Hero?
Fumi was truly and completely dead.
What if it's Hero?
I mean-
and then he's just playing dumb, because he's so comically dumb.
He is very over the top stupid. I will concur.
The second body discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
That's the real question.
Celeste.
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
You look very excited about that, Byakuya.
He loves this shit.
This is true.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
Damn.
Walrus!
Anyway, when they were killed, bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
And what might that be?
Hemorrhoids.
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file,
Think
the
real
way
hard,
Taka and
Hero.
Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository,
There were
culprit
hammers
would have
missing
had to
off the
grab
pegboard
one of
in the back.
hammers, kill Hifumi,
Well, there's a better piece of evidence than that. I don't think you remember, because it was like a really quick one when we got it.
then put the hammer back where they found it.
Oh yeah, the
Wouldn't
one
that
that
be
was like
seriously risky for him?
damp still because it
Yeah.
had been like painted over or something. There we go.
Freshly washed, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Redemption arc. Redemption arc for Byakuya.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He literally just said, "Goddamn right, my one brain cell's firing right now."
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments.
Like woodwinds or brass or what
But
are you
if the
talking?
hammers were already laying around those other rooms,
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue. So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Celeste, I don't
Those
fucking
were
know.
accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then...
Come on, Hina.
Is
Use
it
that
not
other brain
possible
cell.
they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is
Thank you,
possible.
Big.
They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
so then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
The weapon that was actually used to kill Ifumi. The whole picture surrounding this case won't become clear until we figure that out. Somehow, I have to find the truth.
We have it in the file. Thank you.
Spotless hammer.
What was used to kill Hifumi?
The spotless
Come
hammer.
on.
We gotta wait through so much more.
Fuck. I'm right though.
What was used
We are
to
right.
kill Hifumi?
We
Was
just
it
gotta see what all the
Justice
options
Hammer
are.
3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4.
Can't take it seriously.
Whatever it was, there's one. How was the culprit able to move around so free? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance!
Maybe.
Check out murdergear.com
I think so.
time for more info!
Okay, you know what? That's pretty funny.
One thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
No, that's
Was
wrong.
it hammer
There we
info?
go. It's because he said it had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
The murder weapon wasn't a.
Are you trying to go to the
Justice hammer at all.
website?
No.
Yeah, maybe I
it was
shouldn't do
something
that.
Completely different.
Hammer time.
Oh, okay. Stop.
But seriously, a different weapon?
It's the same weapon, it's just not a
It came
different
up in the
hammer.
repository.
Keep up,
The
hero!
killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi.
Takes to a band's big cartel page. Damn. Not the VLR promotional flash game.
Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some
Good words.
reason, one of them
His
was
ass is
scrubbed
not
clean.
keeping up.
Yes, it's like 2
And
murders
the reason it
behind.
had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder.
He's like, wait a second, where's Mondo?
If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and
Some
even
as big as your
flat
head.
mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
Whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with.
Yes. Thank you,
I'm the
Hina.
one who
I think we
betrayed
said
him.
that about 5 minutes ago.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta piece it together.
Hold on.
I
a moment.
know.
I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder. So the
Unless,
idea
Celeste,
that anyone
you
would work
lure
together like that is simply
creepy
ludicrous. We
Hifumi
talked
with your
about this,
feminine
did we not?
wiles.
Are you trying to
And
say that
have
he's a
him-
bit of a simp?
He was simping for Celeste, and she was like, my chubby little darling, if you just do this one thing, then we will get out of here together, and I will date you for certain. And he goes, okay. Kills Taka at her request, and then she found a way to tie up the loose end, because otherwise he would be like, Celeste made me do it. Like, he would roll in an instant. So I still think
That's
Celeste
true.
is the mastermind.
He definitely would roll in it.
Yeah. He does hate 3D girls, but
That's true. He does hate 3D girls.
I think if she was all like, hello,
Why?
mein big swine.
Why did he
Based on
stop?
the rules that
I
have
hate
been laid out
this.
for us,
This is the worst bit
even
yet.
if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive, assuming the rule holds true.
Yeah.
Are the chances actually 0?
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only
Interesting.
really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
Is 2 murders what I want?
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder,
One person.
only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that 2 people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were 2.
I think that's what we want to shoot with Impossible. Nope, shit. Maybe it's 2 murders with Impossible.
I guess? I don't know where they're going with this.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that 2 people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained.
But that only really applies if there's one murder. In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
Based
2
on the
murders
rules,
is gonna be a
even if
great
more than one-
Jackbox
only the
answer
one
next
who
year.
actually carried out the act, assuming the rule holds true.
No,
I guess?
Yeah. Free.
since there were 2 murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice
I think they're
isn't
implying
really
what
worth
I
considering.
I think they're implying part of the theory, part of my theory that
Naturally,
They hadn't gotten
if
to
only
yet.
one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice
my
has
theory
no
your
risk
theory?
versus reward benefit.
Or do you have a different theory than me?
I don't know what your theory is.
My theory is that Celeste and Hifumi worked together. She sicked Hifumi on Taka, and then she killed him to clean up the loose ends, thinking that, like, they would blame Hiro I still don't 100% know how she drugged Hiro and got him into the suit.
I think that might just be... I don't know.
That's my theory, is that somehow, like...
Risk versus reward benefit?
Subject to
Payoff
change.
for working together. The reward that balances out the
See, they're
risk
talking
of
about
taking
gambling
part in a
stuff.
scheme.
They are talking about gambling stuff, that's true.
There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders.
His face is so
Instead,
sweaty.
Each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents.
There
and
we go.
It only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true,
Open and
means
shut.
that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could
Hina.
anyone be so cruel?
Honey, we've been here for like a week and a half.
Hina did it.
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
The effort made to convince us the two murderers were the same. That was the main characteristic this time. Kyoko must have noticed that fact from the very beginning. Which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing. Although...
Kyoko really is amazing.
Oh, he's starting to simp. When you think about it, she's almost
too amazing.
Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at this.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
Thanks, Jill. The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions and in the end, murdered him. In the debates up till now, the way the case has unfolded, when you consider all that...
It was Hiro.
There's really only one person who seems to fit.
It was
I
Hiro!
think it's Celeste. Celeste is my vote.
Hina?
No!
Mondo?
Rest in peace, Mondo.
Kyoko?
It's not Kyoko. Not yet.
Not yet!
No, it's Celeste!
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
Ah, so I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
She might kill you
Oh,
right
just
now.
watch, lady.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea
Yes.
that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit for brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Aaron, your voice has got to change.
Oh.
Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear,
She's
there
speaking
is
French this
evidence
whole
to support
time.
it.
You're doing German? She's been French this whole time? Has she been French this whole time? Shit.
Is that so?
It is.
Okay.
Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was
He's
only
Yeah, but that
to
accent
him.
sounds German to me.
Yeah, when you do it.
Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
What I have in
What
common.
is it that only Hifumi and Celeste have in
The
common?
screaming.
Paper and Hifumi's fans. Encountering the suspicious individual.
Her name is super Germanic.
It's true. Celeste?
I got it! The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo-Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
You, Byakuya, we made this call before you did. I've been saying this for 10 minutes.
Sorry.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
After
Yes,
taking Hifumi
sweetheart.
to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
Now do I have to be friends?
No.
I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs.
No. That's not Celeste.
We headed to the second floor specifically
Well, then she'll
because
still
of
be
what
German.
she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Celeste, what's wrong?
I was rather intense scream, strange costume man.
I saw him defense officer who was blocking the
Once
stairs.
she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Came from downstairs.
It was to get us to divide into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
She was.
Why did we split
Then why don't we split into two groups? Only doing me a favor, I'm going to
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi
It's a shame.
were working
Like, we should have
together,
thought of it before,
all
but
those chance
it'd be
events
funny if we
suddenly
switched
become
characters during
connected.
flashbacks.
Okay, I would.
And on
We'll do
top
that
of
for the second game.
That piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the third floor. Everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
Rude.
I was scared.
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead,
Certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
I don't believe it. Everything. The whole thing was one big act.
Hina,
Yeah.
you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kinda sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each
She's
piece
smart.
isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed.
Do you think she's gonna get spun to death on a giant roulette wheel?
I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your
Oh no, what was the slip up?
No, we're gonna save.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
Fuck, that was a week ago, I don't remember. They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. Feel all going to die here. We're going to die, just like those guys died.
Was that before Taka's body was discovered?
I remember her saying that too, but
I think
don't
so.
understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead.
Okay, Byakuya, I'll give you that.
Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
The good thing you're kind of pretty, Hero.
You hear that,
You're gonna
Celeste?
die next round.
Everyone's having some trouble understanding.
If I was at this trial,
said,
I would already be plotting ways to kill Hero.
Oh yeah.
No one would convict me.
If you're really
They would
not the
thank me,
culprit,
frankly.
You shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Oh, Byakuya said that Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. What is he alluding to?
Really? I mean, it's pretty obvious.
I'm built different.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Fuck!
What? How is that not right?
Is it the other way around at once?
All I said was, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are going to die.
You want to go to those guys
And
after
that is
this?
all I said.
And that's all it takes to
My favorite
Yeah.
burgers, those
What was so
guys.
strange about Celeste's comment?
I don't think this is right, though.
When she said that, she should have only known about Hifumi's death. With that in mind, what's so strange about what she said is...
All I said was, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are going to die.
Just like...
Yeah, just wants it the other way around.
There we go.
Oh, it's so dumb that they only want it one way.
That's... If you have the combination correct, it should count.
There's
Yeah, I
no
agree.
reason Celeste should have said, just like
Now I
those
want Five Guys,
died.
but we don't have a Five Guys in
When
my
she
town
said that,
anymore.
None of us had
Sad.
told her Taka was dead.
You know, it's now a Korean barbecue, and it's
Exactly.
quite good, but it's not
We
Five
didn't run
Guys.
into her until after we were all out in the hall.
I'd rather have Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue, delicious.
So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
Yeah, but you
So
also
how
live
did
in
you know,
Regina.
Celeste?
Damn!
I will take
How did
no
you know
Five
more
Guys
than
to
one
not live in
person had been
Regina.
killed? And how did you know they were both guys?
We have
Because
15
Kyoko
guys
had
here.
also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
Uh-oh.
You all
You
have
have seen-
such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Oh, you're really trying it.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took? How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
Maybe they're partying. They look, I mean, Fumi's looked like he's having a great time.
Either Hero's not in the costume at
It has
that
to be some
point,
kind
and
of
it's just the
setup,
empty
right?
costume.
So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away.
I think it is assailable.
How can this
I think it's
picture
very
exist?
saleable.
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
French-Mexican fusion with lots of
No,
crepes. Ooh.
There is no other explanation.
There is, lady. If it wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away... Hifumi and the suspect had been drinking. Hifumi and the suspect are dancing. Hifumi is dragging the suspect away.
Could be.
It's definitely not the other two, so that one's got to be right.
I feel like it might be dancing. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't feel like dancing.
It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around.
Oh yeah, Hifumi could be trying to like firemen's carry
And
him.
a strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
The game feed is frozen on guest star. It's still the picture of Robo Justice and Hifumi having a good time.
That update it?
No. Now I just see your logo.
No. I turned it off and then now it won't let me turn it back on.
Uh-oh. I mean, you could share your screen on Discord.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Aww.
Such a thing is utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Rude.
Oh boy.
Celeste thinks she can prove there's no other way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. But is that really possible? Make your arguments.
Oh my god. Costume blueprints massage.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Yeah, because you can't bend over the waist.
Idiot is the culprit after all!
No way!
Yeah, I'm with you. I think we hit that with a costume.
Yeah.
You dressed me up in that, then you just draped me. You tried to make me look
like I said, as you can see in the picture, if the person inside the there's no way they could
Boom!
Concentrating.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
More excuses to show
you
this
totally
picture.
Can't bend at the waist. Seems a pretty obvious oversight.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that
Just to see
was a
Monokuma in the
mistake.
background with his blushing cheeks.
I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
A certain particular characteristic.
Oh, look at that. That's a new sprite for her.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh, I really like Celeste.
I can't tell if she's regaining composure or losing it.
Laugh, you idiot. What do you mean, checkmate?
Here we go.
She's losing it.
Celeste? Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem. Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Yeah, you guys were working together. Hey, Hifumi, who was that? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
I remember their name. Yasuhiro.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro. In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Right! But my name isn't really Yasuhiro! It's actually Taro!
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
Hero, stop
you're not
fucking
helping.
talking.
Did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Oh, calm down, Celeste. You're not helping your argument here.
Yeah, Celeste is like, I didn't do it, but
The
I'll kill you
veil-
after this.
Kyoko,
The veil is
what do you
down.
mean
Oh
by
yeah.
that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
I try not to think of how Fumi talked to us.
He said everybody's last names.
Did he?
Yeah, he would like Mr. Blah 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 or Miss Kitty Kitty,
I got it!
Mr. Naegi.
That's right! Our last names!
Oh, he does.
He called
I didn't even
us
notice
by our
that.
last names!
Yeah.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi
Naegi.
did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name. Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation? No.
For the gambling,
There's no reason to think he would have
ultimate
said the name
gambling
any different
prodigy.
than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
She hasn't.
What did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far.
Show me your driver's
Whether
license.
to laugh or spit. Come
Wow.
on! Enough with your idiotic blather. Yasuhiro is a loser's name. Do I look like a loser to you?
Sounds like something that someone would say if they,
We're a loser.
changed their name.
Well, do I? What?
Yeah.
I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
You're more
Okay,
than a little
then
on
fill us
edge.
in. What's your real name?
Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Celeste still won't give up, so then I have to do something to make her accept it.
Oh boy. Oh, handbook. If that's true, show me your handbook.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
how many times do I have to tell you? My name is Celestia Ludenberg!
What?
God damn it.
I love how that one's upside down for the squares. Does that say I love it when Master... Yes, it does say I love it when Master yells at people.
to contradict me.
The E-handbook! Suck it, bitch!
I knew that's where we were going.
That's it! The handbook!
What?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Monokuma told us all about it before.
Oh, yeah.
Flashback.
Remember when Kyoko said the handbook was going to play a role in this?
Oh, yeah.
This handbook is absolutely vital. When you start up, it'll display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It has many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
Uh-oh.
An invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Well, you're making yourself look even more
Can
guilty.
you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Oh, we gotta do the comic book panels.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
She's not giving up.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again.
Yeah, here we go.
From the beginning. And shed light on
Now
all
get
of
ready
your
with the
crimes.
pwitty
And
pwit.
that'll bring everything to an end.
Please just tell us how you killed everybody. Climax begin. Or climax inference.
But first,
Right.
bathroom break.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
And then we will put together the pieces as best we can.
I don't know if you could if you could see me like twitching.
Did you go last time we broke?
No, and
Well,
I
then
regretted
whose
it.
fault?
I know, and I was gonna just shut up and accept my fate and my discomfort because it was my fault.
You're lucky I take regular breaks now.
I appreciate it. I was just gonna sit here in silence and suffer because I'm a silly goose. So,
We shall return.
yeah.
Ugh. I escaped Twitter jail. Aaron.
What? What? I just got here.
Quit shit posting my chat. Yeah, I'm like.
I'm just. But if you take away my ability to shit post.
But if you close your eyes. You ready to fucking fail at the hardest part of the game?
No, we're not gonna fail. We're gonna get it right in the first try.
Bullshit.
It's gonna happen.
This is a picture. Look at this. There's a lot of pictures going on here.
There is a lot happening.
It's from the last one.
Yeah.
Was there like a handshake one?
That's all we have?
I think that's maybe a handshake.
Or like the door opening, or... I feel like that one, the one of Hero, on the one that's on the right, where he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
This looks like he got hit in the head.
But that's also his like, "I'm thinking" phase.
You think that goes there? Or does that go here? Oh, this goes here. Maybe. Or the other way around.
That's maybe the other way around.
That's when they met. I think. Let's come back to it.
Yeah. That one. Oh, there was one. All the way.
The picture, right?
I think, but keep going with left button because I thought there was one of. Nope. I must be going bananas. So then you're right, yeah. Actually, you know what? I think I'm confusing the one of Hifumi pushing the thing.
I think this is probably the watch.
Yes.
Hifumi, why? Damn, he got Yu Yu Hakusho. Look at that shit.
Wow.
Verted and everything. I think that was just Hammer 3, right? Or no, that's 4.
Yeah, because in the other pictures it says 4.
There we are. What is happening in this? Oh, this is the dolly.
Yeah, that's the dolly and the tarp.
This is incredible.
The magical girl transformation.
Yeah. Is this him dollying the body?
I think so.
Then Hammer 3
I think
was
that
the one
was Justice Hammer 3. Yeah.
that was the one that's supposed to
'Cause
have
then,
killed him.
Yeah. That's a cool picture.
This is really cool. No, this has to be moving the body.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Is that Justice Hammer 2 then? That's where he got bonked? Bonked?
I think so, because Justice Hammer 1 was the one that hit Celeste.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh, Senshi Sanguine Hifumi? Oh my goodness.
The ball. I assume it's this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just wanted to put the ball somewhere. This picture. And this picture.
Mm-hmm.
He was happy all the way up until his final moments.
Yeah. Oh. I think that looks correct, though.
Yeah, I'm worried about this one.
Yeah.
I would think the
But what
time
are
would come
the-
first.
Well, then, okay, so the ones that are left are like the bag of chips,
Backpack.
Fumi's backpack, which didn't have anything to do with
The
anything.
ball. The
Then,
poster from the last trial.
oh yeah, those are red herrings from the last two.
Last two. What was the ball?
Leon. No, kitties are not allowed to jump right now.
Oh, but they can later.
Yeah, once her stitches come out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do we want to try?
Yes.
Here's exactly what happened.
I don't know if it's exactly what happened.
Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was...
Okay. You were right. Handshake.
Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes.
These poor babies.
Hey, we got the time right.
Hey.
First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning.
Nice. Good call.
That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit.
Where did these children get chloroform?
In the death school?
Positioned himself to make it look
Fair.
like Robo-Justice
Fair. That's a
was
silly question.
It's probably at the. They probably had some in the nurse's office.
The
Well,
nurse's
killer
office?
used a
Nurse's office.
digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on
It was in. You know how we have the screwdriver case? That was Celeste's. Was chloroform.
When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker.
Can't believe they shoved Hiro into a locker.
I know.
We might have
And
nailed
then
this
finally,
one.
at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room.
It's pretty crazy that up to this point they still hadn't murdered anybody.
I know. That was like a 5-hour window. Like,
Yeah.
Hiro could have come too. Shing. Bonk.
Damn.
Slam.
He laughed.
That's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was
All over his
Justice Hammer
Adidas.
4, which was
No,
left there in the
not the
equipment room.
Adidas.
The reason hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes.
Smart.
So, next they falsified
That
2
picture's
more
way
assault
funnier than the one that's used
incidents.
in the rest of the game.
For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo Justice as the suspect. The
Robo
first big
Justice.
incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that
Nice.
story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds.
See,
That the
Makoto's not so
suspect was
dumb.
increasing the size of the
Yakuya.
hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But
I'm okay now.
while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for.
Rub, rub, rub.
Rum, rum, rum.
Whee!
Open the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turn the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi.
This was pretty clever.
He left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office.
Yeah, the second I saw that his glasses were cleaned off, I was like, oh, that motherfucker wasn't dead.
Oh, yeah.
And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room.
Yeah.
He got Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all
We should
the
be
way
Foley work.
down to the
Foley
repository.
I
artist.
should do Foley work.
That explains how each of the bodies disappeared.
You poor fool.
My good
Who
kitchen
didn't know what
mother.
the true killer had in mind for their final act.
You poor dumb fool.
I know. Wrong.
Dun dun
Dun, dun, dun.
Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it
Told you.
using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
Hina!
Celeste von Ludenberg.
Now kiss. We didn't do that in the other ones.
No.
That's cool as hell.
Celeste!
I really
Sorry,
like those flowers.
You lose.
Good day, sir.
I say good day.
Lost? I
Yeah.
lost?
Uh-oh.
When
Unfortunately.
was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Jeff.
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no.
Oh!
My name's Mike Smith.
No, her name's Yasuhiro. Something Yasuhiro.
Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Whoa! It was all an act!
It was Brian.
A ruse!
Diego?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Can you believe her
is
shitty
that
accent
accent?
was fake the whole time?
What are you saying? My accent was flawless. No notes.
Your accent was a perfect imitation of Celeste.
Spot on.
We did it. It's a lot of A's.
Nice.
Yeah, kind of rocked
We got
it.
91
Monica.
medals out of that. Nice.
I'm ready to begin.
I'm ready to begin.
Or, no. I suppose.
I guess I'm
this
ready
is
to
the
end. Oh.
Isn't it?
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote. Okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I mean, she's essentially admitted to it by giving us her real name, so...
Oh, we're about to see a dead body, by the way. So if you don't want to see a dead body, then maybe don't watch. We didn't even get a soliloquy from her?
No.
Oh, here we go. Never mind.
It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The blackened this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was... Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Teiko Yasuhiro.
Honestly.
I lost. Well, that sucks.
Thank you.
Well,
I was gonna be so
she dropped
mad
her-
if you tried to do the accent still.
I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So, you really did approach Ufumi with this plan? But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her specialty, lying.
My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
Sora.
Then did you use,
Your boobs? I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice, I used her. Oh. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but it was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean...
Yeah.
Is she talking about alter ego?
Thanks, game.
Yeah.
Say what?
What? What are you talking about?
Makoto said his name in the trial.
Just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here.
I'm totally out of the loop as usual. How
In
sad.
other words,
Then, you're the one who stole it?
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
You used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with.
Right again. Last night, after we had our meeting about how it had disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit.
What are you doing here? Oh, it is
Oh, look at all the anime figurines.
Wait, oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, in the background, please look, he has the
I
costume
see
for
it.
the piggy princess thing.
I thought it was just generic Sailor Moon stuff, but you're right. That is the pudgy princess. Piggy,
Yes.
come on.
Sorry, piggy, pudgy, pokey.
Actually,
Oh, you do the voice again.
I was hoping I could talk to you alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
What?
are you
Blah, blah, blah.
okay with this?
It was Taka. He stole it.
What?
Why is
So
his
then-
one hair sticking out? Wouldn't I have proof? Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I'd found a use for the digital camera. I had taken...
This one doesn't have the accent.
Oh, okay.
This is modern day
Right.
Celeste.
Right, okay. I'd taken you-know-what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I deleted the picture as soon as I'd showed it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
Damnation! It was him. But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her.
You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
He's so fucking stupid.
Oh, he's so gullible.
As for me,
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
He did.
as for me,
He came to my room last night unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say.
Ah!
He abused me,
What?
and he.
Oh my god.
Whoa! Okay. When he took pictures and he said to do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That is literally a crime. Yes, thank you,
I mean, it's
Hifumi.
not wrong. That's a crime. An absolute crime.
That definitely took a turn.
I mean, I knew he'd gone a little crazy, but I never imagined he'd go that far.
It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was.
I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
most unfortunate.
Oh, wait, please. If you go now, you will be playing right into his hands.
Boss gonna kill him.
Actually,
Taka is planning to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
Escape. You don't mean.
Yes, that's spelled just like the human word for escape. Taka is going to try to kill you.
She didn't have to lie. She didn't have to lie. She didn't say she didn't lie. She said she didn't have to.
Didn't have to, yeah.
indeed.
And also he can keep her to himself.
Yeah, bastards. Bastard.
Honestly,
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts?
Fumi's so fucking stupid.
He is, indeed.
Absolutely not. How could I? She.
I swear I will save her!
actually,
Then, would you like to join with me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan. I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete.
What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Hifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love, even a love as twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it would seem.
You believe we all thought Celeste was enticing him, and instead it was the enticing 2D women that did Hifumi in?
I really did think she used her feminine wiles, and then you pointed out, like, he doesn't, or Tempest, I think, said he doesn't like 3D girls. I was like, well, maybe she's really good at drawing.
She enticed him
I
with
don't
2D girls.
She did.
You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt, too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and general body size.
2D titty.
I had no idea he'd make something like that, but it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
So, why'd you decide to make me the suspect?
Because I hate you. Oh, because you're stupid.
I literally thought you were going to say that, because that's what I was thinking. I was like, because you're stupid. That's it?
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I am so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation.
Honestly, she's not wrong.
She's not wrong. He was dumb. Life must have been so tough on your parents, though.
I feel like I could cry.
Well,
But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead?
What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you would actually let him live?
Are you okay with this?
Oh, that's simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead, once someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded, he was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. And he really believed that? Well, of course. That's all there was. That wasn't all there was to it. As I explained to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it.
It all seems very straightforward. Stereotypical.
I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up.
Humi.
He believed the lie. Humi. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
Woomy.
So in the end,
you had planned to kill him all along. But of course. There would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can a human life mean so little to you? That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Yeah, the gambler.
Don't be mean.
You gotta know when to hold him.
Now you sound like
I
Byakuya.
wonder about that.
No, he derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Then, what made you take things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life began here, my only thought has been escape.
But
All along you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
You little bitch.
I want that as a soundbite. Obviously,
sure I could get
that
it for
was a
you.
lie.
Hey!
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here.
Little bitch.
I wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. And you want to know why?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. Accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever. And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it was all for that dream. I dreamed a dream of time gone by.
Aaron.
And what was this dream of
isn't it
yours?
wonderful?
Same. To live in a European castle.
Aaron, Celeste is just you.
Yeah, but
Except-
less murderous.
Yeah, and you don't have any luck. You spent it all. You spent all your luck on Backspacer.
That's true. I did.
Excuse me?
Is this not my dream?
That's what I'm saying.
To gather handsome men all over the world to serve as my butlers / bodyguards.
I mean, it's a respectable dream.
I know. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Oh, Celeste is me. Oh no.
Such a simple dream.
I know. How did she know? Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
Fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. That is what life is all about.
Yes, that's what life's
Sexy
about.
vampire
Sexy
boys.
vampire boy harem.
Fuck, that sounds like an amazing life. Are you kidding me? Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality.
Damn. Now I'm sad that she didn't get away with it.
I know, fuck. I got right to the
There is
edge,
nothing
but
to be done.
unfortunately, my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friends for it?
Hina.
Oh, honey, we were not friends. No one here
No
is
one in
friends.
here is friends except you think we're all friends, but we're not friends.
Oh,
No. Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrifice others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete.
Hina and Sakura are friends. That's what I'm saying.
Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
Byakuya's my best
Oh.
friend. Fair.
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared?
Why are you crying?
My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can fool even my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious.
How? How is she just all of Europe in your mind?
I don't know. I keep hopping around a lot. And that's why you're not scared?
Yes, indeed.
That's right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice then, sexy vampire boy,
I'd be a goat.
Isn't it wonderful?
European Cordis, I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette.
I don't know if that's how reincarnation works, Celeste.
I don't think that's how that works.
You just get executed again.
Celeste smiled then.
I'm into that shit. Like, what?
And when she did it, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings. But that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak fake smile, what betrayed her.
Kills!
You all done? Okay, let's get rolling. The blackened disturb the peace and must pay the price.
I prepared a very special punishment.
For her, the ultimate gambler.
Couldn't read the whole sentence, Monokuma.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's
punishment time.
It's gonna be a giant roulette wheel, and she gets like.
What?
Huh?
This
will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way.
Huh?
Which is why, actually, it's not important.
Huh?
Well then, take care, everyone.
Why don't you explain this? You're about to die.
Perhaps we'll meet
I'm
again.
pretty sure that's where alter ego is.
Oh, yeah, good point. All right, someone's going to die, chat. So, well, I mean, Celeste is going to die. So, if you don't want to watch that, just don't watch it. She seems so content. Oh, European castle. Oh, Monokuma's. That's not part of the dream.
Oh, this one's gonna be gruesome, I think. He burned her alive? That's so much more evil than what I thought.
You wanted some cartoonish roulette wheel.
I thought it was gonna be like a roulette wheel of like something that related to gambling, not the gratuitous thigh shot.
Listen, we've only got so much time with Celeste left, okay?
This is true. And she was my favorite. I liked her outfit and her accent, and we both have the same goals in life.
It's getting kind of sweaty. Is it hot in here, or is it just Celeste? Is that a fire truck?
These graphics. Yay.
You ever just get burned alive and then run over by a fire truck? It's true. I am glad it wasn't a
This is
panty
true,
shot.
Cams.
Hey. Hey, Celeste?
I will not. I will not beat you to death with a hammer, Lefty. I like you far too much. It's over.
It's Jover.
The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friends, so I can't pity her, but I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. And for him to just come along and...
Isn't it just awful?
Makoto says they're friends too. Makoto's an idiot.
Someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die.
Extreme!
You guys are still young. You need to place more value on your lives.
What are you
Monica,
gonna do?
look at the universe.
Armpit.
None of us.
Jeez. Here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
What do I care about hope? I'll just throw it in the trash if you just let me out of here.
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad. Yes, it is. But that reality just can't be avoided.
Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us?
Oh, God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already! So, anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key-type object from Celeste? So, what's the deal with that? What? What's it in there?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
Ooh.
No, what?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
Ooh. How exciting.
Oh, man, oh, jeez. Oh, man, oh, jeez. What do you mean? What did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it.
What was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body. What does that mean? Armpit?
Anyway, here's my armpit.
Okay, things are getting kinda awkward. I think it's about time I got out of here.
Well?
Meanwhile, you guys can go on enjoying your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
Yeah, thanks,
See
Monokuma.
ya later!
Woohoo! See ya!
Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair, there was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko. Monokuma already mentioned it, but what's that key Celeste gave you?
so...
Most likely, it's the key to one of the dressing room lockers.
What? Then that means...
Celeste probably hid it in there.
Hey,
I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then,
Indeed.
we better go check. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said,
I'm going to go alone from here. Everyone else, head to the dining hall. I'll check in with you later.
What?
Why exactly are you going alone?
So...
Do you even have to ask?
As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not what I meant. Why you? There's still the risk of a spy, you know.
Then I'll go too.
What?
You?
Please, let me go.
Standing here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us.
Goodbye.
Do whatever you want.
Thank you, Byakuya,
Well,
my best friend. Then it's up to you now.
Thank you, Byakuya-senpai.
Yo!
I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay? I'm gonna get donuts!
Huh? So Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together?
Tina, shut the fuck up.
Does that mean what I think it means?
Stop thinking.
Okay, good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are total pushovers when you show her a little backbone.
What does that mean, Hina?
I tried to forget what Hina said.
I
Everyone
forget
headed
what
to the,
Hina said. It's
everyone
good
headed
words
to
for
the
life,
dining hall.
honestly.
Leaving me and Kyoko there
Shall we
alone.
go?
Yeah.
So about what Hina
So
said.
then,
We need to get into that locker.
Kyoko took the key Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker. And as the locker swung open, we saw... Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Safe. Thank goodness.
I'd never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did just what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time. Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best. Sumimasen. So please just wait a while longer.
So, now we can officially say the case is closed.
As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but can we take a second since we have this opportunity? I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please. What are you trying to do all on your own here at the school?
Is that why you wanted to come here with me?
However,
Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now.
Would you rather I try and kiss you? I don't need to know? That just makes me even more worried.
what?
Worried?
Like, what happened during the investigation this time? You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When you do that...
Indeed.
It's only natural that they think I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too?
No. I believe in you.
You believe in me?
I believe in magic. Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends.
Ultimate friend. I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more.
Then...
That's fine.
Fine. I'll tell you.
Fucking bombshells.
I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. Next time. No, I'm just kidding.
Do you believe in miracles?
You see...
Where are you from?
We're gonna get interrupted. Oh, maybe not.
What I heard from Kyoko then was...
Is Mikoto gonna learn, but we're not gonna learn?
I think so. Well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believe in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable.
Talked with Frank, frankly.
I decided I had to confirm what she told me with my own two eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come. And when it did, I went into action.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the second floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or a monitor in it. And in the storage closet there, way in the back...
She said it was way in the back of the boys' bathroom storage closet, but could Kyoko really be right about this?
Or, asking me
You
where
were
the
right next to it.
Oh, were we?
Yeah, they plunked you right in front of it.
I was definitely about to run around for an hour. Here?
Yep.
Storage closet in the bathroom?
Yeah. Remember? The only thing you could touch?
Oh, right. The only thing I could touch. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. You're right.
It's just a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. The secret Kyoko told me about, could it really be hidden here?
You've played this game before.
I have not.
You told me to go in the boys' bathroom and to search it.
Because it put us right in front of the book.
No, not this time. Last time. And we were like,
What?
oh, it's just a normal storage closet.
I thought we would have to search like every room, and then you go in one room, you come out, and then they're like, oh my god, another baby. You need to go way in the back of this small closet that you can definitely see the back. She said it was way in the back of the storage closet. But I mean, seriously? Without thinking, I placed my hand on the back of the storage closet, and suddenly, as if I were being yanked in,
Oh, fake wall.
secret tunnel.
Ka-shunk.
Secret tunnel. At the same time, as I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on.
Boom.
I had fallen through the back of the storage closet. Huh? It turned out the back wall was like a revolving door, and I'd made my way to the other side. You broke on through, just like Kyoko had said.
Correct.
The boys' room on the second floor, storage closet, way back, secret room. There's a secret room.
So this is the secret room. But what's in here?
Not a lot, apparently. Just two important things.
It's just a normal desk with normal drawers.
One important thing.
There's a bunch of files and what look like volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looking at everything, one file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Hope's Peak Academy Student Registry? This is the only thing in here not covered in dust. Has someone been looking at it recently? I slipped the file into my hand.
Probably how Kyoko learned that Celeste's real name was not Celeste.
But before I had a chance to take a look at it, a slip of paper fell out of the file and I turned my attention to it. What's this? You must not leave. That's kind of weird. I can understand if it said, like, I can't leave, but you must not leave. What is this? My head feels funny. This strange sensation. It's like deja vu. Those words, you must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before, but I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know?
Oh!
Oh, Jesus Christ! Who the fuck is that? Why is Venom here?
Why is Venom here?
A strange sound rang out through my head. It felt like it was shaking my brain back and forth. And then, darkness. I don't understand what's happening.
Luchasaurus!
I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I didn't know how long it had been. It's in his room. Nope, he's still in there, okay. Yeah. Ow. Apparently something hit me and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. The dull, throbbing pain in my head proved that much, at least.
Hey,
Took all the files.
Yeah, all files.
Except for the stuff that's on the floor.
Those were there before.
No, an empty bookshelf. Huh? Empty? Gone. It's all gone. The yearbooks, the student registry, and even the note that had fallen on the floor. It's all gone? What does this mean? But my brain refused to do any more work. The insistent pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room. Get some rest. Yeah, going to sleep with a concussion. Nothing bad ever happens when you
What, you want to fucking stay up?
Well, if you're gonna fall asleep, you need to fall asleep with someone nearby. Rest in peace, Bob Saget.
Okay.
Cool. My body was heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back towards my room.
Who do you want to sleep with? Byakuya?
Maybe. I do like it when masters me.
Oh my god.
Somehow, time unknown, I made it back to the first floor. The farther I walked, the more I felt things are getting blurry. Can't see in front of me.
I don't think we're concussed at all.
I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right there. Uh-oh. And after that...
Are we bleeding? Did we check for that yet?
As if from a vast distance, I heard a sound. It was faint, but undeniable. That sound... It's coming from the gym? As I desperately hauled my shaky frame towards the gym, the sound got stronger and stronger. Crack! Yeah! What's going on? It can't be nothing. Here in the gym?
James Nasium?
I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. The sounds coming from inside, meanwhile, only intensified that much more.
Ka-cha! Ka-chow. It was Lightning McQueen.
I told you it was Lightning McQueen.
Pa-ching!
Yeah!
Da-da-dun.
Yeah!
Oh! Sakura's
Gratuitous thong
starring
shots.
with,
Before me, there raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. No, one side's not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move or even breathe.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me? this wasn't part of the deal!
The deal?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision.
I'm whooping your ass.
I'm going to resist you.
I'm gonna rip out your stuffing through that little pokey belly button.
But you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right?
So many questions.
Yeah.
You haven't forgotten, have you? What
Yes.
I'm holding hostage?
What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage?
What's talking?
Clearly they've got her dad. Then could it be?
Is her dad alive?
The mastermind spy is... Chapter 3. A next generation legend, stand tall, galactic hero.
Yeah, chapter 3 is the one we just did, Aaron.
I know.
You gotta pay DLC to play the rest of the game.
What?
No!
Yay, the Super Robo Justice present.
I don't want that. Stop!
Leon killed Sayaka. Monokuma killed
Damn, remember
Junko.
Junko?
Oh, Junko, we barely got to know Junko. She was cool. Then Leon got executed. Then Mondo killed Chihiro. And then he got executed. Hifumi killed Taka, and then Celeste killed Hifumi. Then she got executed.
Honestly, her execution was more of like a Beatles LCD music video.
Yeah, that's true. And that brings us up to now.
Anyway.
The next morning in the dining hall, the day after Celeste's case. So now there's only 5 of us here.
Do we want to stop here?
This is probably, yeah.
Or go another hour?
I would say... I'd say probably stop here.
Okay. I'm okay.
Because then my thought
stopping
is
here.
like, next time we can do all of this, hopefully all of the stuff leading up to like discovering something. And then maybe, or like, yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
The words are not coming out of my mouth in the way that I want them to, but I think you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah, I'm with you.
This slaps. I love Donkey Kong.
Well, it's the we lost Celeste today.
Oh, I'm very sad that we lost out on Celeste. It was one of my favorite voices to do. Although, yeah, I also don't get to do this one, so...
Yeah, it's good for me.
That's probably...
We lost an incredibly fake one today. That's true. It's like we've just got to know her.
I know. I can't believe she had a fake name this whole time.
I can.
But she seems so
I can,
genuine.
because someone was like, weird how Celeste only has one name, huh? Oh yeah, it's weird that you would bring that up.
Yeah, that's true. I am enjoying. God, Grant Kirkhope makes good music.
He didn't make this.
It's Donkey Kong.
It's a remix.
I know, but like, if he didn't make the good music for it to be the bass, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
I had good time. I don't know what happened with guest star.
I don't know. Guest star's being fucking weird.
It is.
When Bash was playing Baldur's Gate,
I thought he worked on Donkey Kong Country.
I think Robin is right. I think it was David Wise.
Oh, it might be. Okay, sorry. Yeah, he did DK64. Well, I hit the thing.
Alright, reading with the bastard.
Nice.
Thanks everyone for hanging out. Next Monday, how's your schedule look?
It looks great.
Mine might work out. We'll see.
Okay.
It's gonna be Black Friday weekend, so I might just be exhausted or behind.
Yeah, that's true.
But I will do my best to try and be here next week. Tomorrow.
I'm good.
What are you gonna say?
I was just gonna say I'm good next week. I'm good the 4th, but the 11th, I'm gonna be in Vancouver seeing Pitbull, Enrique Iglesias, and Ricky Martin.
All right. Tomorrow, we start Grand Poo World 3.
Yay.
Adios.
Bye, stream. Don't get Mordored.